We're here 300 feet from a Tutors, and look at what these imposters are trying to do. You don't deserve to be right there.
It's not starting your day the homemade way.
How dare you stand where he stood?
It was right there. Alright, welcome to Before the Bomb, our short form web series. We're exploring all things West Virginia to prepare you for Fallout 76, which is set in West Virginia. In this episode, we're going to focus on a thing we all know about very well, food, especially food in West Virginia.
I'm really looking forward to this.
I'm not, because we already filmed what we did, and I've had a stomachache for 4 days.
I haven't eaten anything since.
We've sort of broken down what we think is the most iconic West Virginia food. We also want to stress that what we are about to eat on this show, you should not eat in one day. But for whatever reason,
within a 3-hour time span.
Yeah, for whatever reason, because of poor logistical planning on our part, we had to eat these foods 3 hours apart, and we don't recommend it.
All these things are sometimes treats, not everyday food items.
We're here at one of the many Tutors Biscuits that are all over West Virginia. I think there's like 95 in Huntington alone.
It's pretty solid, yes.
Yeah, but a hot cup of coffee and a hot biscuit first thing in the morning. Perfect way to start the day in West Virginia.
Really, how the rest of America hasn't figured out that biscuit, bacon, and cheese cures everything, I'll never know, but what do you say we partake? Here we are, and surprise, surprise, I'm going to have a thundering herd. Look at that. Sausage, cheese, potato, and egg. It's everything with cholesterol, all together, all delicious. Shall I?
Tutors is the place where you take your pop off. Tutors is the place where you go before a Marshall football game. Tutors is the type of place you take someone on a date, if they're the right type of person.
I think that like Tutors Biscuit is just so pure. It's like a hug from your mother.
Their slogan is start your day the homemade way, so they really go for that down-home feel. So we played the beta. You couldn't find a single Tutors Biscuit world anywhere.
Honestly, if they wanted to be accurate, these things would be everywhere. You would be scavenging for Tutors napkins.
Cool thing about Tutors is they have cool names for all the biscuits. So like you have your order, it's your special order. What biscuit you get says a lot about you as a person. Here's some of the names: the Mary B, the Miner, the Politician, the Peppy, the Ron, the Thundering Herd, the Mickey, the Dottie, the Duke, the Mountaineer, the Rocket, and the Tootie. Also, the Shaved Ham Melt. It's a biscuit still, but I don't know what that one did to not get a cool name. I realized how poor of a logistical planner I was. We could have filmed these over the course of multiple days, you know, us going to different restaurants, getting different foods. I was like, no, we'll do it all in one day. And we'll start off with a Tutors Biscuit.
We'll do it all in 6 hours.
For next stop, we are visiting a new West Virginia institution, Sheetz. To be absolutely fair to all of West Virginia, we are more than biscuit chains and gas station food. We have a beautiful, vibrant culinary scene.
Although to be fair, Sheetz once did try to outsource all of their pepperoni rolls to a bakery out of Pennsylvania, and then West Virginians exploded on them on social media. It was the best community organizing I've ever seen. So now all of the Sheetz pepperoni rolls come out of Clarksburg.
Alright, to be fair, I know that this isn't technically a proper pepperoni roll. A proper pepperoni roll is homemade with love by someone's mom or grandma. The best pepperoni roll I ever had in my life was made by my friend Sarah's mom, but sometimes you just gotta go with what you got.
Pepperoni rolls were definitely popularized within West Virginia due to the coal mining industry. Wife of a miner could wake up very early in the day, their cheap to make. It's just a roll, pepperoni, and if you want to get fancy like these, you add cheese.
Also all slightly radioactive. Just like fallout.
First, we're going to start with the basic question. Have you ever had pepperoni rolls?
Yeah, I have.
Have I had a pepperoni roll? Of course.
I have not, no.
Where are you from?
Cincinnati.
Absolutely. I grew up in southern West Virginia. That was like the main thing I ate.
Pepperoni rolls appear just when you need them, right? So you're probably hungover in a gas station, you need a snack.
Did you plan to come?
No, this is honestly just how I look today. I was just answering the call for free pepperoni rolls.
Okay, what's your general experience with them?
I guess when I'm really poor or depressed.
Are you eating these hot or are you eating these cold?
I'm actually eating these cold.
Hot or cold?
Hot. I like to nuke my pepperoni rolls.
Nice and warm. Let's pretend it's like nuclear radiation. Okay.
If you don't know, there are several varieties of pepperoni roll. This is, I hate to tear it apart here, but this is the variety with the pepperoni stick.
Why do I think West Virginians love pepperoni rolls? I have no idea, I guess. Again, poverty and depression.
I think people from West Virginia love pepperoni rolls because historically we're on the move, we're trying to get stuff done. You know, we're not here to have like huevos rancheros for brunch. I mean, now we are.
A little stale, a little chewy. Might be wrong.
A little bit of heat. That's not bad. I'll dig that.
But the bread to pepperoni ratio is not so great.
How do you think these fare as a wasteland food?
Oh yeah, as a wasteland food, I mean, this is like the West Virginia version of Tallahassee's a Twinkie. I mean, it sits in gas stations for months at a time. Radiation is nothing.
You could stock up on these bad boys and just, you know, hike across the Appalachia, find survivors.
I mean, yeah, you got protein and carbs, so it'll do the job.
They originated as a wasteland food. They were carried down into the mines. So yeah, I think these would be perfect. And honestly, after they go stale, you can use them as a weapon and just throw them at things.
Not as good as cheese guys. I'll say that. Cincinnati Skyline, that's where it's at.
Okay, yep, that's not allowed. Come on, Dylan. You're done. We're done. Good job.
So, given my experience with pepperoni rolls, this one, that's a small one that you don't go straight to that one. Hey, why are you here doing this? This is for other people. We did all this yesterday. Those were slices. These are sticks. Yeah, but you can't just double dip.
The cool thing about the last place on our little food excursion today is it's actually in the Fallout game. Whenever I was walking between Point Pleasant and Camden Park, I found Hill Folk Hot Dog, which is eerily similar to Hillbilly Hot Dog.
Which I've never been to.
What?
Yeah, we've always just driven by it.
So in the game, there's actually just a school bus that on the side of it says Hill Folk Hot Dogs. As you can see, a little bit more than that here.
You know, it's like they had just enough money for a junkyard or a hot dog restaurant, but they said, screw it, we're going all in, we're doing it together.
In Australia, when it comes to like Mad Max lore of the post-apocalyptic world, water becomes a commodity. In America, we just open hot dog restaurants. Here it goes. My first bite.
Oh, this is his first bite.
First bite. My first hillbilly hot dog. This is called the out wing, not the wing, the out wing. You know what I mean, locals. It's hot.
It's unapologetically gluttonous, and I think that's the great thing. Like if you were to eat one of these in the wasteland, you would never have to eat again.
So whenever previews started coming out and you get to see all the Camden Park and, you know, things of that nature, and I just saw tweets talking about, so Hillbilly Hot Dogs is going to be featured on Fallout, and so I was really excited.
Do you play video games?
I do. I have not played Fallout though, but it's something I'm interested in picking up since we are on there. So I was like, that would be really exciting, you know, because I've been here for over 5 years.
Would you make your kind of base of operations the video game rendition of Hillbilly Hot Dogs? Like, are you going to defend your real territory in the virtual territory?
Well, of course.
We came here today in hopes of getting closer to our culinary roots, and all we got was that and a stomach ache.
The reason West Virginia food works so well in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, it's nothing but carbs.
I don't feel so good. So that's the food episode of Before the Bomb.
Man, I love Tutors, I love pepperoni rolls, I love Hillbilly hot dogs, but I don't think that even in the apocalypse, I could eat another.
What are you doing?
We had one left over when we went out.
That was 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's cold.
It's cold and it's good though. It's a little drier. A little drier than it was before.
Dude, did you keep that down your pants?
It's been in my pants for like 3 days.
This is Before the Bomb. Thank you guys.
Wouldn't it be warm rather than cold if we're in your pants?
Don't
Pants are
forget,
really cold.
please tell us what West Virginia food you want to see in the game in the comments.
It should be a Tutors Biscuit. It's pretty good.